Everyone, so today I have this die set to share with you that LDRS Creative has brought to HSN for the August 11th craft day. It is called their gift tote die bundle. So they did send this item free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and the links I'll have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. So thank you for using those, guys. I super appreciate it. Let's check this out. This is like right up my alley, guys, and I can see that there are instructions inside. So you have this longer piece that looks like maybe your strap there, the side pieces here, I'm assuming some beautiful florals, some cute little inlay, the word smile with like little dots in it, some other little decorations here. We'll check that out. By your base, and then this little tiny one, which I think is very cute with a little inlay. How cute is that? Again, florals, and then the word enjoy. So let's see what we have. Oh my gosh, you guys, it looks like one of those totes, you know what I'm talking about. That is very cute. So tote base, you have two of them, and then that's why you have the little holes. Okay, so you put those guys in there, and then you're gonna glue the sides together. Okay, so it is the sides and the base, that this piece here. And so then we have, to glue that to the front, of course. Then you add your straps. That is so cute. And then with the flowers, what you have is that you can layer them up and put them on there, so it looks like it's decorating them. Oh my gosh, super adorable. And the little mini tote is just a cute little thing, to have. How cute is that die? So you're just cutting two of those and just putting them together. Oh my goodness. And that is just itty bitty. I mean, look how cute the little tote it's gonna make. It's gonna be like an inch big, and then the height is just under 1.25 inches, and then you have all the other pieces. So let me tell you the size of this die, because it is the largest die, metal to metal edge. It is 4 7/8 inches. I have something stuck on here, and in the other direction it is just over 6 inches. I mean, if you can see where 6 is, that longer line's just over 6 inches. So you're gonna want a machine that can accommodate at least that width, all right? This is gonna be really fun. I was gonna make it like Christmas colors, but now that I see what it is, I'm going to make it like beachy or whatever. So yeah, let me grab some cardstock that's kind of fun and bright, and then we'll decorate and all that good stuff. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I brought out 2 sheets of this really dark blue color that I have. It's really pretty, but I don't use it very often, so I thought this would be a good application for it, and then we'll put some pretty flowers on it. So this is just an example or an idea. You don't have to put in the dots. If you want it to be, like I said, holiday, then do that, right? You don't have to use it with this piece, or use it and make it holiday with that, but you can just make solid panels, right? But for the front and back, I'm going to inlay this. And you don't have to do it on both sides, but I mean, if you want to make it look like that famous tote, you're going to want both pieces. And generally, whenever I do this, I'm eyeballing, obviously, where center is. I'm going to stick it down really well with some washi. But I'm also going to just take that one, pick it right up, and then cut the second one. So I'm going to hold that there. Hold this here. Oh, don't shift on me, buddy. Run that through, and then I do the next one. I'll just pick this up together as one unit and do the second one. It's not really that technical. It doesn't have to stay together. It can come apart. And then the base and the 2 sides. So we're going to cut 3 of these, all right? So if I can squeeze them in here, like if this one doesn't fit extra here, I'll just cut these from this paper, but it looks like it should fit. Yeah, you have plenty of room. So just cut 3 of those. And that's all I'm going to do right now. Oh, and the strap. Let's do the strap. And then we'll do our decoration. So this piece, I'm going to cut from this scrap of paper here. It also just fits in the 8.5 side. You can see that. Like, that's just there. Since this piece already cut into it, I'm just going to cut from this side. Okay, 2 of these guys, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I just picked it all up at once and just put it all down. So I already have this one cut. And I'll keep cutting. This needs to be trimmed out a little bit. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so that used 1.5 sheets of A2 paper. Like almost perfectly 1.5 sheets. You do have some little leftovers on the sides, but that's what we're looking at there. Okay. That little bag is so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. You can probably use it as a little charm too for your bag, if you want to put it on there. I know they sell like those little keychain bead kind of things kind of inexpensively, so if you got one of those and added that, that would be really, really cute. Okay, let me clean up a little bit. I'll be right back. Our two straps, we have our two sides and one bottom, and then the actual tote sides. So I'm going to take one of these guys, actually that's the bottom. And these guys, I always like to score things ahead of time, so I'm going to score them right now before I glue them down. I am on the back side of this tote. Clearly there was some schmutz on my cutting plate. There we go. And that guy, and that guy. Okay, so all we're going to do is glue them together. And I just have the instruction here so that way you can follow along, but we already did steps 1 and 2. They did that separately. I did the inlay at the same time, so however you want to do it. And we're just going to glue these pieces on here. So let's go for that. It looks like, yeah. Okay, it's going to start, and again, I like to put glue right on the very edge, and then over here. It's going to start right at the top. Okay, just run down that side. Of course, I stick that down, and then I look to see that everything's where I want, and it is not. It needs to be a little further out. I suppose I can do it this way. Just fold it and hold it. Fold it and hold it. So I can see that's around the edge where I want it to be. Okay. My goodness, that little stuff keeps coming back. Okay, second piece. And go around the very edge. Oh, a little further up. There we go. Alright, so again, that's right along the very edge. And then at the bottom, so there's going to be a gap here where it comes in as a round area. So whatever you're going to put in here obviously needs to be bigger than something that can fall through those spaces, okay? So let me put that there. And so you're just going to choose what you think is center, I suppose. That is right there. Okay. And then, well, I'm going to let that set up for a moment because we're going to bring the other piece in and basically just stick it down. Did I not score this one? I think I did. Okay. So I'm going to give it a minute and I'll be right back. All right, so now I have this piece, and you know, you don't have to do it all at once. I mean, if you want to focus, again, just like we did to begin with, you know, on this side and then the opposite side, I think that's what I'll do, and then I'll bring in the bottom in. So again, just line up that top piece and just make sure it's going down the side really nicely. Okay. And the opposite side. Oh, I forget. People are going to ask me what weight paper I use. I always use the heaviest weight paper I can, but this one feels like it's, let me see. Yeah, probably like 85-pound paper I had in my stash here. But the extra heavy weight, which is like 110-pound 350 GSM, is always great for construction. I feel like this is really good for this particular project. So you have that 85-pound paper. Go for it. And I'm just going to bring this down in here. And I can just lay that down and just make sure it's right on the very edge. I just brought it down a little bit more. Obviously, you can square it up so you know you're right where you want to be, but it should be pretty squared up once you've added those sides. And there you go. So that is pretty much done. I'm going to let it sit again another minute before I add these straps, just so I'm not pushing on it or messing with it while the glue is still pretty wet. But you can do all these steps pretty quickly. And again, for me, I like to use a wet glue because unless I tear it, it's never going to come apart. And sometimes those double-sided adhesives start coming apart after a while, so just something to think about. And I guess that's enough time. So there are some little dots here, and that's what they're telling you to glue this to. So let me give it a little zhuzh so it's kind of wanting to get round. And then a little glue here, and a little glue here. And I'll do the same thing for the opposite side. And usually I eyeball like where that is so it's the same, but there's literally a little area there that tells you where to put it. So I can do that, and I can bring this guy around town, put it there. And then I'll do the same thing for the second side. I'm just making sure that they're about the same. Somewhere there. Okay, I'm gonna hold that down. And I'll do the same thing on this opposite side. I'll be right back. For the second side, I put the glue and then I just put it upside down and held my fingers to it there. So there you go, guys. Super duper cute. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at that. So cute. Let me give you a size on this project. And I'll show you the holes at the bottom so you know kind of what to expect fit in there. 6 inches by 4 3/4 deep and 2 inches wide. I don't know, well, I brought out some colors for my flowers, sorry. How to explain this as far as like, obviously it's gonna be 2 inches wide and the space is like 1.5 inches. So you're definitely gonna wanna either put something in like a cute little cellophane bag if it's smaller items, or obviously if they're larger, they can just fit. And it's very, very cute, very summery. And again, for these colors that I chose to use. We're gonna cut some flowers to decorate this little guy. I think I'll do the smile in, well, let's do Enjoy since the example has smiles so you can see this. Out of white paper. You know, honestly, foam, if you have craft foam, I know I don't have all the colors of craft foam, but like that would be really cute. I was saying you can probably make this out of foam. You would probably want hot glue to glue the sides or whatever, or something that's really good, sturdy glue. Anyway, Enjoy. If this was all out of foam, that would be super adorable. Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna cut this out of white paper, and then I'm just gonna take a few of the flowers. They're showing them just kind of layered up together, or however you want to do that. So I like the little, this kind. I'm just gonna stick with the one design. So that and this guy, and then a center. And what I'm gonna do is first run one through the orange and one, well, at the same time we can do this way, and then those same ones through the pink so that I can mix and match the colors, but one with the pink larger flower and one with the orange larger flower. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'll run that through and I'll pick a little yellow center or something bright and cute, and I'll be right back. So 2 of these guys. When you have a scrap that is just the right size, look at that. Love it, love it. Okay, I'll be back. Hey guys, so of course you can decorate both sides or just the one side, you know, however you want. Let me see if I can get some thinner glue on this, like a thinner bead. Obviously there's gonna be little holes where it doesn't actually touch because of the holes that are there, but there you go. And again, you can make it with solid panels. You don't have to make it look like one of those classic Totes. I would say they're more on the newer side, but I guess they're classic at this point. So maybe we put this like here. Yeah, that'd be fine. I'm kind of judging where I want to put this with also where I put the flowers. So cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then these guys, some of them have, you can manipulate these if you want. Of course, I'd like to offset. I'll do the same thing for the second one and then put our center in. Cute and bright. I'll do the same thing for this one. I'll be right back. And if you're afraid to, you know, push down, all I did was turn this to my mat and just push my hand in there so that it would make contact. And what I was looking for is where am I going to put these guys now? I was just going to stick them right down, but maybe you want to use dimensionals. So this little area usually has like a little clippy right that pushes them in, so I kind of wanted to follow wherever they have little clippies for it. I mean, it can be anywhere. It can be up in this corner maybe too, or like here. Just make it look fun. I think that's cute. Okay, I'm just gonna glue it down. But if you wanted to use, well, this one has glue. If you wanted to use dimensionals, you can definitely do that. I'm gonna put it so it overlaps a little bit. Just a small amount. I'll push that down in just a moment. And a little glue on the back of this one. Kind of put it like right there so it overlaps a little bit also. It looks cute. Okay, I can just turn it over and put my hand down on those. And that is our little tote here. It's super cute. Your gift tote die bundle. And again, it has that little mini tote that you can just put together. It's just you run them through twice and glue them together. Super adorable. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, LDRS Creative, for sending these items for review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have links as appropriate down in the description box, possibly embedded in the video, just depending on how you're watching. In the video, it might say show products or like a little shopping bag, and then it pops up on the right, or just at the very base, like under the title, or if you open up the description box, you'll see them there. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have images coming up, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.